Oh, hello there. I am the U.S. Piper, smoking up the place with some of this really nice, just came in today, Arango Balkan Supreme. It's distributed by Peterson, produced by STG, so you can tell it's got their very fine little curly Q ribbon cuts. I got this from Smoking Pipes, who has it available in bulk. There's at least 2 other places online that do. I'm not sure that it's not available at Pipes and Cigars, but they don't list it as Arango, and there are other blends that have been called Balkan Supreme, so you might have to call and ask them. I'm not really sure if that's what they have or not. They should relabel it if it is. Arango is the name of apparently a pipe and cigar shop in Illinois somewhere that had some house blends made of not just cigars but also pipe tobaccos, and one of them was their Balkan Supreme, so this is kind of named after them. That's what the Arango apparently is. I was curious myself. That is good. I'm smoking it in a state that really had only been smoked once out of, from an Armellini collection. This one was pushed to second label, or pushed to off label. Armellini produced black and red, or red and black. I think it's Rouge et Noir on it, made in Italy. It didn't get the white dot, so there's one teeny tiny little fill and a little check in the finish I think you could probably see there, and for that it got kicked. I have no regrets. I didn't pay a whole lot for it, and it's one of my favorite pipes. Nice eggshell shape, nice deep chamber. Another one I got from James over at the Pipe Club on eBay. Well, it's a little soon to do a real review on a tobacco I've literally just smoked for half a bowl, but I will say it's a wonderful tobacco that I definitely need to spend more time with. I'm unclear if the intention is for it to be a replacement or hat tip to the Balkan Sobrani, but it's definitely Latakia rich, but I don't really feel like it's a lat bomb. But I may not be the person to label something that, because I like Latakia. There's plenty of it in there, but it's another one where there's a lot of other stuff going on. You've got Virginias in here, which I feel are more condiment or ornamental in here. You've got a little bit of Cavendish in here, but not much. If you didn't tell me, I might very well miss it. And the reason is that it's almost covered up by I feel it's there to temper the Orientals and the Turkish Samson. I think that's right. I may have pronounced it wrong. But there's Orientals and a specific Turk tobacco in here that are pushed a little bit further forward. At least I didn't call it Samsung. That Turkish Samsung is good. That's a really nice smoke. If you like full, flavorful tobaccos, this is something you definitely need to put on your try list. Wonderful, wonderful, very flavorful. If you like Orientals and Turks pushed forward in an English blend, I feel like this will probably satisfy you. And it's got enough Latakia that it will also satisfy you without being a total lat bomb. But it's not weak. Very strong flavor profiles. I meant to grab a beer and forgot, but it doesn't seem particularly hot burning, which is nice. And this is a fairly thin-walled eggshell shaped, or egg-shaped, kind of bent. So usually if I'm grabbing it, I can kind of tell if something feels like it's running away. Good, I won't have to be afraid to smoke this in my newer 673 after a little while. A few more loads of some burley in there to build up a little bit of starter cake, and I can enjoy this and that. Nice blend. It reminds me a little bit of Hearth and Home Daybreak, which I feel also has the orientals pushed a little further forward. But I'm catching that little extra Turk component in here. And also with, maybe it's the finer ribbon cut, but everything just seems a little nicer in this blend, like a little higher quality flavor profiles from the lats. I don't know. It's not to say Daybreak is particularly harsh, but compared to this, it almost is. And this is probably definitely a fuller flavored blend. But I almost want to say it's smoother. And not necessarily sweeter, despite there being a little Cavendish in here. It's not much. I feel it's definitely there to temper and marry some of the components, which is good. That's the way I like Cavendish to be used if it's going to be used in a blend like this at all. I almost feel like a little bit of a minor relight. Might be a good idea. Definitely a rich, creamy smoke. Yeah, it's definitely got a good lat profile in there. If you don't like lats, you're probably not going to be the world's biggest fan. If you like lats, you like your Turks and Orientals to be able to stand out, and you like bold, flavorful Englishes or Balkans. I don't know. Balkan really isn't supposed to be a category technically, so Latakia leaning English blends, if you want to say it that way. Definitely no real casing. It's all manipulated by the tobacco choices and amounts. And I tell you that I'm really starting to look forward to getting my Dunlops in, just because I know they also have this ribbon cut, and it just almost seems like that finer cut, that really thin ribbony cut that STG does, just helps things blend a lot better. And this isn't even from a tin, it's from bulk. Well, I'm not really going to attempt to give it a full review because I really need to live with it for a while. But I will tell you, I do not at all regret finally getting a hold of this one to try. And if you like bold, full-flavored, lat wide, I don't want to say lat heavy because I don't feel like it's too heavy in the lat. But I feel like it's got a nice lat push in the middle of it, and creaminess and fullness. And I really like the tanginess and the flavor from the orientals and the Turk in here. Got a little bit of the grassiness of the Virginia that time. It snuck out. There's just so much going on, it's kind of hard for it to compete, but it's there. Can't really compare this to a lot of other blends other than it kind of vaguely reminds me of like if Hearth and Home Daybreak is kind of your morning ease into it with coffee blend, and you consider that your lighter blend. This would be your, this might be your middle of the day, end of the day, fuller flavor yet. It's got a certain tanginess to it that it's not perique, but it's different, but it's there. You just kind of have to experience this one for yourself. But get a couple ounces at least. You won't be disappointed. And if you are, send them to me. I'll smoke them. But I do like it. I'm going to put it ahead of pretty much all of the Sutliff Englishes I've tried, which is most of them. Outside of, I don't know which side of Nightcap I'd put this on. I feel like Nightcap lets the lats be more of the champion, whereas this one just has a whole lot more going on. But, and that's also a sweeter. That Nightcap Match from Sutliff is also supposedly a lot sweeter than actual Nightcap, which is supposed to be darker in flavor. And I've got some of that on the way that should have been here today, but it'll probably be here possibly tomorrow, definitely Monday at the latest, I would assume. So I'll get to stack it. I'm going to wait till I can stack it with that in the mix, because I feel like these are the big, bold lat lover Englishes that outside of the Dunhill are available in bulk. And you know, the Dunhill is the Dunhill. I mean, Nightcap is Nightcap, apparently, so I haven't experienced it myself, but so many of the things that I love are compared to it that I obviously have to. So, Arango Balkan Supreme. Get a hold of some. I think it's going to be worth your time. Peace out.